Coming into the standing sequence, we start kneeling on the mat. Going to rest the fingertips by the knees and then rock back onto the tips of the toes. Take a few moments just to feel that connection with the belly and the thighs. Soft pressure of the fingertips on the mat. And then very mindfully and very slowly we start to lift the bum up off the heels, tipping forwards, slowly drawing the heels down towards the floor, lengthening through the spine, a softness through the knees, and then allowing the shoulders and the neck to soften, relax, release. Seeing if you can keep the belly and the thighs in contact with each other, or at least moving towards that connection. And when you're ready, just slowly starting to draw the bum back down towards the heels. The heels come off the mat, bending through the knees, fingertips pressing softly into the mat. I'm going to repeat this 2 more times and really slow this down, so even slower than what I'm doing in this video. Kind of allowing for the discomfort, the burning you might be feeling in the thighs. Just really exploring that very slow movement. Exploring the strength in the legs, particularly the thighs. Softness through the neck, the shoulders. The slow movements of drawing the bum back down towards the heels coming off the mat, fingertips resting on the floor. And for this final round, once again lengthening the legs, soft bend through the back of the knees. And this time we push through the feet and slowly rise, the back unfurling vertebrae by vertebrae. Take a moment to feel that stability in the standing posture, and when you're ready, raising the arms up overhead and coming up onto tiptoes and just feeling that length through the whole of your body, from the tips of the toes, the tips of your fingers. And then we bring the arms down, bring the heels down, and just imagine that you're about to sit down on quite a high stool. We draw the arms up in front, straight back, bending through the knees, and then slowly rising once again. Finding that rhythm and that movement that really works for you. Allowing and inviting a subtle awareness, exploring the sensations in the body as you move, stretching through the fingertips, through the tips of the toes. And then slowly lowering the heels down, lowering the arms, and just preparing once again for sitting down on that imaginary stool, the bending through the knees, dropping the bum down towards the imaginary stool, nice and straight, the back, engagement through the core, and then we slowly rise once again. Still aware of the breath, the gentle rise and fall of your chest and your belly as you breathe. And we're going to just shake the legs out softly. The feet are in position around shoulder width apart. We're just going to do some very gentle, slow, kind of somatic forward folds. For the first round, there's a slight bend through the knees. we're just going to drop forward. So just folding forwards, vertebrae by vertebrae, dropping the hands down towards the mat. There's a softness and a heaviness in the arms, the shoulders, the head, relaxing through the neck, slight bend through the knees. When you're ready, just pushing through the feet, that slight bend through the knees, we slowly rise, unfurling through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Take a moment, standing upright, feeling that length through the spine, and then we move slightly off to the angle. So we're going to bring hands again, that really slow forward fold, but this time the fingers will drop down towards the right or left foot, depending on which direction you've gone in. Just allowing the hands to rest down on the mat, feeling that heaviness through the arms, the neck, the shoulders. Pushing through the feet, that slight bend through the knee, the unfurling of the spine, and just rising up vertebrae by vertebrae. Take a breath. This time we turn at an angle, facing the other leg. So we're just slowly folding forwards at a slight angle, bringing the hands down to rest closer to the opposite foot, so the left foot if you started on the right, right if you started on the left. Just allowing the fingertips to brush against the floor, feeling heavy through the arms, the neck, the shoulders, pushing through the feet and slowly rising, vertebrae by vertebrae. Taking a breath, and the final round back to center. There's an awareness of the breath, the gentle breath, the rise and the fall of the chest and the belly as you breathe. Hanging forwards, the heaviness in the arms, slight bend through the knees. Pushing through the feet, slowly rising. That slight bend through the knees, unfurling through the spine. Rising up, back to standing. Taking a few moments just to feel the sensations, that connection with the earth, the energetic flow through the body. It can be really helpful to imagine that you are being rooted deep into the earth. Feeling that connection and that stability of being deeply rooted into the earth. If it feels natural for you and it feels right, you can bring the arms up. Being nice and tall and proud. Feeling the arms extended like branches of a tree. And just really breathing that in, that strength, that connection with the earth. And when you're ready, just widen the feet out, bending through the knees and just sweeping the arms up on the inhale, and then exhaling, sighing. And do about 3 more rounds, bending through the knees, sweeping the arms up. Nice big inhale. Exhale, sigh, a real sense of releasing and letting go of any tensions or stresses you might be holding on to. And a couple of times that sweeping arms on the inhale. Exhale, releasing the arms back down. See if you can really allow the sigh, that exhale, deep sigh. Really letting go of any tension that's left in the body. Now bring the hands together and step the left foot forwards, rotating the right heel back about 45 degrees. And take a moment just to get a sense of where your kidneys are. We're going to draw the left kidney down towards the floor and rotate, drawing the right kidney up towards the ceiling. And as we do this, we're going to bring the left hand down the leg. And just find a position where the hand can rest softly, comfortably, where you can still feel the integrity and the stability of your structure. So the feet are firmly connected with the ground, the legs are feeling strong. There is a sense of engagement through the core, rotation, and as you glance over the back shoulder, the right shoulder, that feels comfortable for you, can allow the arm to extend and lengthen. And the length through the whole of the right side of the body. If that's too strong for you, you can just keep the hand resting down on the lower back. We're going to come back up to center, and then we're going to just widen the stance. So bending the front knee, widening the stance, just resting the elbow, resting the forearm very, very, very softly on the thigh. Again, bringing the awareness inwards, left kidney towards the floor, right kidney towards the ceiling. That subtle rotation, glancing over the back shoulder, then allowing the right arm to unfurl if that feels comfortable. Otherwise, you can just keep it resting down on the lower back. A lovely sense of strength and lengthening through the sides of the body. And then bring the hand back down, facing forwards, bringing the back heel up towards the ceiling, dropping down into a deep lunge, and then bringing the arms up parallel, soft gaze looking straight ahead. There is a power and a strength in this posture. Going to bring the hands down on either side of the left foot. The left hand resting on the small of the back. You can bring the right knee down if you like. Right hand is resting on the inside of the left foot. Again, we're going to draw this time the right kidney up towards the ceiling and see if you can extend the right hand up. I've come out of the screen slightly here, the shot here, but the right hand is extended nice and tall, looking up towards the right hand. Bringing both hands back down, pushing back into downward facing dog, tiptoes, and then slowly, slowly lower the heels. On the inhale, we're going to bring the right leg forwards this time. Right leg comes forwards, left heel turns in 45 degrees. Both legs are straight, resting the hands on the right leg. You take your time, so I'm just reshuffling myself, so I'm still in shot this time. But take a bit of time just to feel that connection with the earth. It can really be helpful if you lift the toes up and feel the arches of the feet engaged. Drop the hands down and just finding a position on the leg where the hand can rest comfortably and you can maintain the integrity of the posture. Bringing the left hand behind, locating the left kidney, drawing the kidney up towards the ceiling. That subtle rotation outwards, extending the left arm, letting it unfurl, looking up towards the left hand. Just holding here for a few breaths. And when you're ready, you can slowly bring the left hand back down to small of the back, looking down towards the front foot, bending the right leg. Just lengthening the stance somewhat, resting the elbow very, very, very softly on the thigh. The elbow is rested so softly that you can lift it up and it makes no difference. So the strength is in the legs, the structure in the core. We don't need the arm resting on the thigh. We're going to do that subtle rotation, paying attention to the kidneys, drawing the left arm up, looking towards the hand. And when we're ready, we're going to bring the hands back down, turning the back heel up towards the ceiling, up onto the tips of the toes, hands to waist, dropping into a deep lunge, arms come up, straight ahead, feeling that power and strength in the body. I'm going to bring both hands down towards the floor. Resting the hand on the small of the back, rotating, and then slowly lifting the arm up, feeling that unfurling, looking up towards the hand, bringing both hands back down towards the floor, pushing back into downward facing dog, tiptoes, slowly lowering the heels down. I always like to walk the dog at this stage, so one heel down, then the other, just feeling that lovely lengthening through the spine, through the arms. There's a softness in the shoulders and the neck. And when you're ready, just coming back down to seated. And we're just going to take a breath or two here, just feeling the ground beneath you, the fingertips resting on the mat.